Alright folks, Mike and McGee with you here. This video is going to be about trap care and preparation to get the trap ready to catch coyotes or whatever else you're trapping. And my focus today is going to be on new traps, how to prepare new traps for the trap line. Also, the same preparation I'm going to show you will work fine for rusty traps as well. So you don't want to put a rusty trap in the ground for coyotes, and you don't want to put a brand new shiny trap in the ground for coyotes. He will not step in it. That I can guarantee you. So here we go. I've prepared a few items here to take care of this trap. I would be absolutely remiss if I did not mention this book. I have had this since I was 15 years old, and I basically memorized this book. When I was just a little sprout, I had plenty of time on my hands to read and learn, and I absolutely loved this book. I wore it out. This book by Stanley Hawbaker was copyright in 1974, so that was 4 years before I was born. But that book taught me how to prepare traps for the trap line and what products to use that are natural, that don't cost a bundle of money, because when you're trapping for a living, you just ain't got just an extreme amount of finances flowing your way. So I'm going to go into this a little further. The first thing we're going to do with a brand new trap is we're going to set it, and we're going to adjust it in different ways so that it works and functions properly. The first thing we're going to do is remove the tag. Brand spanking new trap. The next thing we're going to do is set the trap and check the pan to see if the pan is sitting level when it's set, because you don't want the pan sticking up in the air. It does like this. You don't want the pan sticking up in the air. This one here sticking up just a little bit, so I'm going to adjust it just a little bit. In order to lower the pan, what you have to do is bring this part forwards. That pushes this further that way so that it will bring the pan down. So to do that, you just simply take this, bend it forwards just a little bit. That should really level that pan out nicely. Next, we're going to look at the spring. The springs are on this thick wire. That right there is straight. So if a coyote gets to fighting and struggling with it, this could potentially slip off. So we're also going to take our vice grips and bend this slightly up to keep that from happening. Next, we're going to look at this part right here where the trap actually comes into the hinge, and we're going to bend it up some as well to give it a little more resistance, because coyotes fight so hard that they sometimes pull these out. I've seen different people showing pictures of traps that are torn apart. Okay, so the trap is functioning properly. Now we've got to get it ready as far as scenting, descenting, and blackening it. The first thing is, a brand new trap has got a bit of grease on it, and that grease is not going to allow it to blacken properly. It's not going to allow it to, well, it smells for one thing, and they won't handle that. So what you do is get yourself some good old degreaser and spray it all over your trap. All over it. Top side, bottom side, every part of it. And we got to degrease this trap. Next, we're going to take it and we're going to wash it off in good old rainwater. You do not want to use chlorine water out of your tap on traps. Chlorine has an odor to it, and anything with an odor is not good. Okay, that takes care of the degreasing process. Next, we're going to dry it off really good, get that water off of it, and I'm going to show you the next process that we're going to do. Alright, it's good and dry. The first thing you need to know is that a trap that is shiny brand new metal will not blacken. It won't accept it. So what we've got to do is put a rust coating on it. Distilled white vinegar is the key to that. So we're going to take a small bottle, a spray bottle. We're going to put the vinegar in it and we're going to spray that all over to cause the rust to begin. Alright, we're going to hang the trap up so that we don't have to touch it after we get it sprayed. And we're going to spray it all down, all the way up to the chain, all the way everywhere, every part of it. It's going to be completely coated in this white distilled vinegar. And we're going to let that hang right there for 2, 3, 4 days, however long it takes to get rusted up real nicely. Okay, so here's our trap, rusted up really nicely. It's been sitting here for quite a while, and I think it is time to start the blackening process, so we'll go into that now. Okay, so in order to blacken this trap, we need tannic acid. So what has tannic acid? And that is hardwood leaves and bark. Now, what I have here is oak leaves from white oak and red oak, bark from black walnut, and bark from maple. And we're going to chop this up finely, and we're going to make a tea. We're going to stew this thing in hot water. We don't want it boiling terribly hard, but a good simmer. So we're going to chop up our bark at this time. This maple bark is amazing what it does to this metal. It actually not only blackens it, it turns it into a pretty little purple color. It's simply amazing. Now what we're going to do is take our bark and our leaves, and we're going to put it into a pot with water. And the water, as I said before, cannot be tap water. It's got to be spring water, creek water, rainwater, just no chlorinated water whatsoever. So we're going to mix that all together. We're going to put heat to it, and we are going to get it simmering. Okay, we've got the pot simmering. You'll see what a change in the color that took place. The water turns absolutely black. And look at that gentle simmer. That is perfect right there. So we're going to take our rusty trap, and we're just going to nestle it right down in that. That water's hot. And we're going to leave it there for an hour and let it simmer, fairly stiff simmer, maybe a little harder of a simmer than that, for 1 hour. Then we're going to check on it. Alright, come back out here and check this thing. It's been simmering for about an hour. And we're going to take the lid off and see what we got. Oh, that's perfect. Well, you don't want it to boil hard because it can ruin the temper of your trap. Now, I'm not reaching my hand in there, I'll tell you that right now. I can feel the trap. Let's see what it looks like here. Okay. Alright. Looks good. Let's go check it out. Oh yeah, look at that. Look at that. Now Now that's the way it's supposed to look right there. That's the way it's supposed to look. Now I avoid touching it with my hands from this point on because human scent off of these here hands is very, very bad for coyotes. They seem to be allergic to it. So from now on, when I touch it, I'll use my trapping gloves that have the skunk scent on them. And I definitely have a plan for that trap today. That trap is very possible it's going to catch a coyote by morning, because I've got a set over where I caught my last coyote, and I've got a coyote that's figured me out, and he's coming around the backside and he's digging up my bait and stealing it and not getting caught. So he left a nice dirt pile where he's coming in, a very fine dirt, and I am going to put this trap in that dirt pile and put some more bait in that hole, and I do believe by morning, I believe Mr. Coyote is going to be got. We hope anyway. So we've got our trap good and blackened. I don't know if you can see it, but it is a black purplish color. Really neat. And it's descended. It doesn't smell anything like humans. Degreased, and it has taken that color very well, and without doing another thing to it, it will not rust for 2 to 3 months in the ground. That is good. You can and probably should wax your traps. I don't do it just because I don't have time to fool with it. I have not had any trouble using traps just like this. So you do as you wish, but I don't wax mine, at least not at this time. But I am going to take this trap right now, and I'm going to go set it for Mr. Coyote. Alright, here we are. That is the set where I caught my last coyote, and where I should have caught my next one, but he figured me out. So I'm going to pull a quick one on him. Look what he did. My trap is set right there. Bait right there. They're supposed to come right in there. I had this log here was over. That rock was blocking. He went in there and dug that out from this direction. Made me a big old pile of dirt and leaves there. So I am going to put a trap right there under that pile of dirt that he made, and I'm going to say that he'll be back for more. I sure believe he will. The first thing I'm going to do is rebait his hole by putting some more rotten beef in there. I'm going to push it down in as best as I can, pack it in, make it a little bit harder for him to get out. We don't just want to make it easy on him. We want to pack that in, and then we're going to take some of this and put over it. We got to make the illusion that another coyote buried that there. That's what he's got to believe. So, alright. I seriously doubt that he's going to step on that high clump right there that he made. Coyotes want to step on the low ground, so he has this bare spot here. I am going to prepare a hole for my trap to set in right here. Now, it hasn't rained for a while. Now we have real dirt. I'm very happy about that. Okay, I'm going to pull that out. Set it nicely right here. Okay, let's see how that fits. Fits good. Okay. Now I'm going to de-spring my trap because I have to use a pan cover. When you use dirt, you have to use a pan cover because dirt will get under there. So there we go on that. Now, the pan cover I made out of this screen wire. I haven't touched it with my hands. The pan cover goes on this. Now that is set on a hair trigger right there. A little nervous about poking that down with my bare hand. Now we're going to just take this fine dirt. I don't have a sifter, so I'm just going to blend that right out like that. Cover that chain. I usually use a stake, but with these big, huge roots, that's going to be impossible. So we're going to cover the chain all the way around, and we'll have this thing ready to go. I believe a coyote to get in there. Okay, I've got my chain covered. I put a small stick here. I put some stuff there. I just want him to be directed right through here. And I believe that's what's going to happen. I believe we're going to get you another coyote coming in soon. Well, we've got it set, ready to go. So I'm going to call it good. Drop down in the comments and tell me, you think I'm going to catch a coyote in this trap tonight? Do you think that it's going to be a big one? It might be. Drop down in the comments and tell me how you prepare your traps. How do you do yours? I know a lot of people do them different ways. I do it the poor boy style. I've had good success with it. Scroll down there and look right there where it says subscribe. Hit that subscribe button. We need subscribers. We need to keep this thing a-rolling. We want to bring you good content, knowledge. This stuff that I'm showing you, a lot of times you think it's common knowledge. Everybody knows this kind of stuff. 50 years ago, this was common knowledge and people knew it. It's not common knowledge anymore. People do not know this stuff. So, subscribe. I'm going to keep bringing you this kind of content. Stuff that the average person out there doesn't know this anymore. So, when you subscribe, hit that notification bell. That way you do not miss the new videos that come out. Because I'm hoping to show you a coyote in that trap right there soon. Maybe tomorrow. So, you guys have a great week. Have a blessed time. God bless you. We'll talk to you later.